Hey, good afternoon. It's Saturday, July 10th, and I'm at my office at the church, and I'm going to shoot out a short video, maybe 8 or 10 minutes. Just want to share a couple things on my mind today. The first thing is that I'm praying very hard for Father Altman, James Altman. This is a Catholic priest that has been standing on the truth, and unfortunately, the bishops have tried to shut him down for he was between a rock and a hard place, because what happens is when you are ordained, you pledge your obedience to your bishop and his successors. And so whether you were personally ordained by that bishop that your diocese has at that time or not, it doesn't matter. You have pledged obedience to that person. And so Father Altman came out very strong as a anti-abortion priest, speaking the truth, that quite frankly you can't be supporting politicians who or promoting abortion, especially funding abortion with our tax dollars. And he was very adamant about it. At one point he said you can't support a Democrat and be a Catholic, and he was standing on truth. And it is a lot more to it there, and he's a little rough on the edges. He's actually was an attorney before he was called to his vocation, and so he's very smart, he's very aware, he knows what he's doing. And his bishop came out and tried to shut him up and said, I want you to basically resign as pastor of your parish. And he refused because he was standing on the truth and what is right. And to show you how much people appreciate priests that stand on the truth, when this started, he knew he was going to need a legal fund, possibly a canon lawyer legal fund. And somebody started a GoFundMe or whatever those things are. I'm not sure which one they used. But I was told today he's raised almost $1 million for his defense. And that's from Catholics who are behind him speaking the truth and fed up with the inaction on the part of certain people to oppose evil, which is abortion. And I'm not going to say who it is. I'm not going to put the bishops down. I'm obedient to my bishop. I'm just going to say that the church generally is not very good at standing on the truth. I can't tell you how many times I've preached a sermon anti-abortion or anti-contraception or whatever, and people will come up to me and say, oh, I'm so glad you preached that. It's been so long since we've heard that from the pulpit. And it's a shame, because we need more of the truth out there in the pews so that we can let people know what the truth is, what the church stands on, and people can decide if they're for that or not. In this case, people putting their money where their mouth is and they're backing Father Altman financially. And that should be a wake-up call to his diocese, and let them know what's going on, that the majority of the people did not favor suspending him. Just so you know, what they did was his bishop took all his faculties away. He can only say mass in private and with his family. He can't do weddings, he can't do baptisms. He can do a baptism for a family member with permission. Basically, he's been neutered as a priest, and it's a shame. He can't preach, he can't do any of those things. So, and he's got to stay in his diocese, he can't leave. It's just all kinds of stuff that they put on him, and it's a shame, because I've been following for the Altman. He had one of the greatest homilies. It went around, it went viral, and people respected him for it. That's on my heart today, because I want to let the people that I know pray for Father Altman, that the truth come out. Now, in respect to the truth, I want to tell people what I've been hearing from all the research I've been doing. Don't let all these distractions going on in the world take your focus away from Arizona. Focus on Arizona. Pray for Arizona. the results are out, that it's clear that Trump won Arizona, and now they just have to dot the I's and cross the T's, reverse the election, take those electoral votes away from Biden, put them to Trump, and that'll start a domino effect. And just focus on Arizona. That's all I'm going to say. A lot of the other things going on in the world are just a smokescreen to divert our attention away from what's going on there. Like the headline in the newspaper here was, COVID cases spike, That is such nonsense. If you look at what a spike is now compared to what the spike was when it was spiking, it's non-consequential. But they're trying to distract our attention away from the hard news that nobody wants to cover, because nobody wants to know a lot of people are afraid to hear the truth about what happened during November of last year. So we'll just leave it there, because I don't want to get banned from YouTube when I'm right back. What I will say today is, once again, pay attention to Arizona. After Arizona, pay attention to Georgia and pay attention to Pennsylvania. Those 3 states could change your reality, and soon. And when it happens, it's going to make a manifest difference in the world, both in reality and in attitude and in hope. And with that having been said, I'm going to leave everything to you and ask you that you uplift for the Altman in prayer, uplift those freedom fighters in prayer, and we will post this and try to do one a day. I know I missed a couple of days, but I've been very busy on some other things. So with that, I'll sign off, and have a wonderful day.